إذا كنت من المتابعين الجدد اشترك الآن في القناة ليصلك الجديد بالضغط على الزر الأحمر أسفل القناة مع تفعيل الجرس، ولا تنسوا دعم المقطع بلايك. شكرا لكم جزيل الشكر.
Ibn Taymiyyah he dies in Damascus, in jail in 1328. And he has been misused during the 20th century by some of the most extremist Islamists. He is quoted, for example, in the 9/11 Commission official report as being the ancestor, the spiritual ancestor of Osama bin Laden. So to work about him is also to go a little bit into a minefield. But then when you read him, you realize that those who have misused him for terrorist purposes only read texts that he wrote to call for the resistance of Syria against the invasion of the Mongols at the end of the 13th century. But they start using those texts that were texts of national resistance against an invader. They use those texts to call for the killing of unjust Muslim rulers. And so if you go to other texts written by Ibn Taymiyyah, you realize that he was the most loyal subject of the Mamluk sultans under whose authority he was living, and who were not better than the Mongols. And you realize that he is caricatured, he is reduced to just a few pages that he wrote against an enemy. And when you look at other texts, which is quite easy because you can access them on internet or on CD-ROMs, or most of his writings have been published, you realize that you have there somebody who is at the same time probably the greatest in later Muslim theologian, and somebody who has a very, very moderate approach to the religion. He is a mufti, which means a religious scholar who has to give opinions about everything, every aspect